What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jane. I'm a personal trainer based in New York City, but I'm not in New York City anymore because I came down to North Carolina for a little bit, so that's why my background looks different. Today's video is going to be a follow-along mobility day. So these are my top mobility drills for anybody who's sitting a lot during the day or if you have tight hip flexors. These are my absolute favorites. So I'm gonna put them all together in a follow-along video for you today. So stay tuned and get ready to have a good stretch. So for our first exercise, I'm gonna have you guys just go ahead and lay down on the ground. Let me get where you can see me, and I need my timer. So we're gonna start off with a little bit of T-spine rotation. Take your right leg and you're just gonna cross the knees over to your left leg. Arms are out by your side, palms faced up. And then just let those knees kind of fall to the side. So you might start feeling a nice stretch in the back. When you're here, inhale and try to grow nice and tall through the spine. And then when you exhale, just try to let your legs relax a little bit more. And you can either let your head just fall to the side or you can stay straight up. I'm gonna time this because we wanna be in here for at least 30 seconds. This is a really good stretch because a lot of times when we sit down, we put a lot of stress on our lumbar spine or our low back, so you might have some low back pain. This is a good one. I'm gonna stretch out the back and kind of reinforce you to put the stress on the upper back, because in the upper back, we have all the muscles that can take on that stress. Let's do a few more breaths right here. We have 10 more seconds. One more big breath. And on your exhale, go ahead and come back to the middle. Good. We're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. So cross that leg over and just let your knees fall to the side. You wanna keep your legs in kind of close because you want the knee to be right around at hip height. Good. And just take some deep breaths, really just try to relax on that exhale. And on the next exhale, go ahead and bring your legs back up to the middle. Alrighty, so from there we're gonna sit up right here. We're gonna bring the left arm straight overhead, the right arm's gonna go down by your side, and we're gonna take a slight lean over to the side so you get a nice big stretch right here. Let me go ahead and start our timer. So when you're here, I want you to inhale into the lat, so really try to expand this whole area. And then when you exhale, try to reach even further. So I'm not reaching right over to the side like this, but I'm actually reaching on an angle. Keep your head in line with your spine. You don't want to be bending down like that. Let's do one more deep breath right here. And reach. And then scoop it around back to the middle. And we're back up. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So arms straight up. And start to lean over to the side. Good. Inhale to get tall and long through the spine, and then through the exhale, we reach even more. I want to hear your breath through the internet, okay? Big breaths. And then on this exhale, go ahead and start coming around. So for our next stretch, I have you guys down here because I want you to be able to see my arms. We're gonna start with a seated position right like this. Your hands are out in front of you. I'm not putting any pressure on my hands. I'm leaving the pressure on the back and the hands are just on the ground. So from there, we're gonna spin one arm around. If you need to lean forward so you can get the palm on the ground, then go ahead and do that. Then we're gonna take 5 small circles in this direction. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and switch directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, good. And then I just like to chill here for a second. So this is good if you work at a desk and you're on a computer a lot, you're gonna be using these muscles a lot. That's your grip muscles are all in here. Good. You also might feel that when we start going back to gyms. I know some gyms are opening up, or if you haven't been using dumbbells for a long time, then once you go back to the gym, your grip strength you might feel a little bit of tension in here when you come back. So this is a good one to do after lifting sessions. I think this is 4. I'm so bad at counting and talking at the same time. This also probably looks really weird because my head is out of it. 4 and 5. Good, so then we're gonna bring the hands back to the middle and flip right here. Just kind of relieve the stress that we just put on it. So again, this one especially, so on here I leaned forward a little bit, but when you bring your hands here, I really don't want any pressure on there. I'm just kind of placing my hands on the ground. And then slowly, we're gonna work the hands up to here. And then back down. Bring them up. And bring them back down. Good, go ahead and shake that out. So if you have any tightness in the hip, this is gonna be a good one for you. We're gonna start in a half kneeling position. I'll do this at an angle so you can see everything. So from here I have a 90-degree angle, and then in the back 90-degree angle as well. I like to keep my hands on my hips. And we're just gonna start with the knee making tiny little circles in one direction. 2, 3, we're just getting a little bit more mobility in the hip, just waking it up. And then let's reverse those circles. 3, 4, 5. Good, so from there, we're just gonna take a leaning forward. And just go as far as you can, but still keep this heel on the ground. So a lot of times people will go far, but they'll bring that heel up. You want to leave the heel on the ground. So if that's just here for you, that's perfect. That's all you need. Deep breaths. It's gonna feel a little uncomfortable, but just be comfortable with being uncomfortable, because afterwards, you're just gonna feel so much better. Let's do one more breath together. And then on this exhale, we're gonna bring it right back up. Good. All right, so let's do the same thing on the other side. 2, 3, 4. They have a puppy downstairs, so I think that's what's going on. Good, and then let's reverse it. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more breath together. The next one's a very similar situation. We're just gonna be off to the side. So this leg is here, and then instead of having the leg in front of you right here, we're gonna be 90 degrees right off to the side. So from there, we're just gonna take those same little circles in one direction. 2, I like going to the back first, but it's completely your choice. 3, 4, and 5, and then let's go ahead and reverse that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. From there, let's take your hands, and you're just going to place some slight pressure, opening up that hip just a little bit more, and then we're going to take a lean to the side. Take some deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth as we hold it here. Let's do one more breath. And then bring it up to the middle. Good, we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side, so go ahead and get set up. And then we have 5 little circles to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, bring it reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Place some slight pressure. And then we're gonna lean out to the side right here. So same thing that we did on the first side. In through the nose, out through the mouth. We're just gonna take some deep breaths. And then bring it back up to the middle. So next we're gonna do 90-90s. I absolutely love these and they're so easy to do. They're perfect for a warm up or a cool down. So you're gonna set up your legs right here. We have 90 degrees in the front leg, 90 degrees in the back leg. If that's a little bit tight for you, go ahead and just bring it in. This is totally fine. You're still gonna get all the benefits of it. So from there, you're just going to rock to the other side, hit that 90-degree angle here, and then let's go ahead and bring it back. Again, if you can't move back and forth without having your arms on the ground, just put them behind you and just come up, finish the movement here, and then you would finish it on this side. So let's start on this side again. And when we're here, think about pressing that front knee into the ground, let it relax, squeeze this glute, let it relax, then let's go to the other side. Good, press that front knee into the ground, press that glute forward. Back to the other side. Let's do that 2 more times on each side. Inhale when you squeeze, and then exhale as you relax. To the left side. Press the knee. Squeeze that glute forward. It just gives you that like little extra stretch in the hip flexor. 1 more time on each side. We're here, press the knee in and relax. Press the glute forward and relax. Last time on this side. We're gonna press the knee in, relax, squeeze that glute and relax. We're gonna do a few more 90-90s. When you bring it back this time, go off of that front knee kind of at an angle. You're just gonna lay on the ground just for a second. Gives you just a little bit more of a stretch in the hamstring and glute on this the front leg. So we're gonna lean, and then when you exhale, good. Let's actually do the opposite of that. So let's breathe in here. When you exhale, go ahead and come down to the ground. On your next inhale, lift it up. And exhale as you switch. Inhale, exhale, inhale it up. One more time on each side. I'm like moving forward, oh my God. Fix your 90-90 if you need to. Exhale down. Inhale it up. Exhale as you switch sides. Inhale. Exhale as you lay down. And inhale it up. We've kind of warmed up the hips. They should be feeling a little bit more open. The next one is definitely, I think, more of like an intermediate advanced move, but I'll show you guys a way to kind of get into it if you're a beginner. What we're gonna do is a deep lateral lunge. This is my absolute like all-time favorite exercise for your hip flexors. So we're gonna start in a really wide position. Just start by leaning as low as you can. If you want to take that second heel off the ground, it's gonna help you get a little bit more depth, and then bring it back up. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side, and then bring it back up. So if that's feeling a little bit difficult, just go down as deep as you can on either side and come back up in the middle. If that's feeling a little bit easy, I'll show you guys more of an advanced version of that. So what you're gonna do is we're starting with our feet really wide apart, and then I like having my hands overhead. And the goal is to sit down on the ground. From there, you can bring this knee down to the ground if you want to, just a little extra flare. And then you're gonna bring it back up. Notice that I brought my heel in closer to me. Let me move over this way just a little bit. So when you bring your heel in a little bit closer, it makes it a little bit easier to get up. So we're sitting on the ground, bring that heel in and launch yourself forward. So it's a little bit of momentum to get up from there. As always, I like using the breath. Good, and then let's just keep it back and forth. So again, this is totally a viable option. You're still gonna get that nice stretch in the hip flexors. Just try to go down as far as you can. Let's do one more time on each side. Breathing out. Good. So we're gonna finish this off with a little bit of a yoga flow. So we're gonna start with a standing position. You're gonna reach up. Oh my God, I can hit the ceiling. You don't wanna overextend here. We're just staying up nice and tall, breathing in. Exhale, down to the ground. If you need to put a slight bend in your knees, you can. Go ahead and rock back and forth right there. Good. From there, let's walk it out to a plank. Good. And then push it back to downward facing dog. So dog, I think I just said dog. To downward facing dog. Really send your butt up to the sky. Try to keep your spine nice and long. And then we're gonna roll through the spine as we make our way back to plank. Good. From there, we're gonna slow as you can, lower to the ground. Breathe in cobra. Send your butt to the back in a nice child's pose. Good. Breathe in here. And exhale. Bring it up to tabletop. We're gonna cat-cow a couple times. Go ahead and make your cat-cow a little funky. Bring it side to side. You can make some circles if you want. And then legs are back up to plank. We're gonna hit downward dog. Do y'all hear my shoulders? That is crazy. Bring it back up. They just crack all the time. It doesn't hurt, so I think I'm good, but they crack. Good, let's go again. Breathe in. Exhale, I'm gonna guide you guys through the breath this time. Relax here, take an inhale. Exhale. As you walk it out to plank, inhale here. What? Inhale here. I've been in the south for too long. Exhale slowly to the ground. Inhale your cobra. Exhale to child's pose. Inhale here. Exhale here. One more inhale. Bring it up to tabletop. If you have to adjust, go ahead and adjust. We're gonna breathe in cow. We're gonna exhale cat. 2 more times like that. Breathe in cow. Exhale to cat. neutral spine, make it funky, do what feels good, and just keep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And every time you breathe in, think about breathing in through the belly. So you want to expand the stomach rather than the lungs. That's like a secret way of telling your body that you're okay, you're safe, everything's fine. We're turning off your fight or flight, we're turning on your rest and digest. And a really quick and easy way to do that is just by breathing through the belly, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's get back up to plank. Hit downward dog, there go my shoulders. You can walk your dog here if you want to. And then walk it back up. Oh, I'm gonna hit the wall. One more time just like that, and that'll be it for our session today. So go ahead and breathe it in. Exhale. Breathe in here. Exhale, walk it out to plank. Good, nice and strong in our plank. As slow as you can. On an exhale, lower to the ground. Bring the feet underneath. And we're back to child's pose. We're gonna take 2 inhales here. Breathe your belly into your thighs. Relax, one more inhale. And on your exhale, bring it up to tabletop. But just as you need to, once you get here, you want your wrists right underneath your shoulders. Knees are right underneath the hips. Breathe in cow. Exhale, cat. Breathe in cow. Exhale, cat. Be really conscious of where your shoulders are. And push your shoulders away from your ears. We spend so much time stressing and our shoulders end up getting right up next to our ears, so we want to push them down. Make your cat-cow funky, lean to the side, get that nice stretch in the lat right there. Bring it around. Oh my god, that SpongeBob episode. We're bringing it around town. That's exactly what we're doing. Good, couple more circles. Good, we're back up to plank. Last down dog, walk your dog. Stay long through the spine, push your shoulders away through your ears, your butt is sent towards the ceiling. Try to press those heels into the ground. Good, and then walk it up. That's our session, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit more loosey-goosey now. I post more of these mobility exercises on my Instagram, but let me know if you guys like this sort of follow-along session, and I'll definitely make more. I love mobility. I grew up as a dancer, and then when I started weightlifting, I ended up losing a lot of that flexibility, so I love working on mobility because it kind of gets me back to the point that I was at. If you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.